Greetings of the day. Myself Ratish Palakuri, working with Kusu Jayanti College Autonomous Bangalore. Today, I'm here to discuss about the heritage and cultural tourism products. We're using this terminology in our industry, tourism industry, very often. Heritage tourism, uh, cultural heritage tourism. This is all we are using in our industry life. In fact, what is it in fact, and what it deals with? What is the definition of heritage cultural tourism? What is the concept behind the um, development of cultural and heritage tourism? Then also we are going to see meaning of this particular concept, heritage and cultural tourism, in coming. Uh, and again, why people traveling to explore heritage and culture? So our aptitude, our interest, our focus is all could be different, and we have uh, we set our travel depends upon our passion. Maybe external, internal and external factors which are affecting our travel motivation. That is absolutely right, of course, but still, uh, the factors which helping us to decide a destination, that to a heritage destination which is known for its cultural diversity. Why? So let us see the meaning, concept and definition of cultural tourism in this video. A tourism industry, people's interest, that's what I mentioned, people's interest, it cannot be predicted. It is unlike other product, tangible product, what we are buying. So, for example, buying a television. So we have a set of, plans in our mind. When we buy a mobile phone, we have a set of ideas in our mind. When you obtain a package or a tour package or a destination, compared to tangible product, this is quite you know uh, flexible, in the sense there are chances to change or keep on changing our plan. That's a common pattern of leisure industry. There's nothing new. And in our case, why tourists, travelers, they are very particular about heritage aspects, why they are particular about uh, cultural aspects, and why this heritage and cultural aspects, which has to be uh, sold, made available and sold as a packaged tourism product in our industry. Cultural heritage tourism, it is an activity traveling to a particular destination. We take up a travel to a particular destination which is known for its cultural heritage authenticity, not manipulated authenticity. And we witness the destination, explore stories which are available regarding the past, and we talk with people, at least a so-called tourist guide, monument, or destination guides, and get to know the information regarding the destination. This information, whatever they are giving or whatever is available as part of stories, it cannot be changed at all, because it is part of that destination and its culture. It is there forever. It cannot be changed. And that cultural values, if at all, if you wanted to experience, we have to travel all the way to the destination and it should be experienced. See, if you're seeing a video, if you're getting other virtual informations or reality, we cannot, we won't be getting 100% satisfaction. Our experience level drastically will come down, there is no doubt. And also we include activities in connection with the discovering something new, maybe in deeper, the heritage excavations, all those things, not only targeting that one, but if at all a tourist want to discover something new, that option is there. And experience, and of course, get to know the way of life, what their ancestors or the community who lived over there in the destination years back, and what the present situation or way of life, the present uh, generation following. This is possible. So that's what both tangible and intangible cultural informations, attractions of that particular destination can be collected through this kind of travel when we take up. And also, this is a coordinated and mutually supportive activity. A person, a so-called heritage tourist, take up to improve the quality of community. Generally it is mentioned, no, it is not only community. So when I am exploring the historical, cultural informations, reality about a particular destination, I'm enriching, so myself, I'm enriching my knowledge, my level of knowledge will be enriched, I'll be increased. And also I may be able to contribute something which is not known for them. Not necessary that always it is possible, but it is also possible I can also contribute to something more, maybe over the period, by saying or by getting stories and explanation of people from the generations to, it's handed over the generations. So this all maybe because of some focus study I may be able to clarify. So that is also possible. So I'm exploring destination, discovering destination, I'm enriching knowledge. At the same time, I'll be able to contribute something for the community who are directly, indirectly dependent on that particular destination, or for the betterment of that destination itself. As a traveler, I can contribute. It is providing an opportunity to experience the culture in depth, there is no doubt. Also, we will be able to visit various unique attractions, historical monuments there in the destination. And also, traveler can be part of cultural activities there in the destination. It is not necessary that it's a big organized cultural show. No, we can go to the maybe a village or a place where the community are living together. So we can just witness their practices, rituals. So that is also a part of this activity. But every nation, when you visit, this is not possible. For your information, I'm just saying, I have experienced. I don't want to mention the name of the country, but again, still. But people who want to explore Indian destinations, we are open. So people who are traveling to Indian destination, we are open, and by abiding the rules and regulations to certain destinations where PAP and such kind of specified norms are there. Apart from that, any destination, any cultural heritage destinations open for international tourists. Where RAP and PAP is existing, it is not possible. But rest all other destination, it is possible. See, National Association of State Arts Agency USA defines cultural heritage is based on the mosaic of places, traditions, art forms, celebrations, and experience. Over the years, it happened. And reflecting the diversity and character of the state. Similarly, we here in India as well. We have a rich diversity. We have a cultural, geographical, natural diversity over the years. How far we've developed and whatever we are having today. And when we look back, the contributions, what we had in the past by our ancestors is, it has to be recognized and it should be valued. Another explanation by National Trust for Historic Preservation USA, again, it says that travel to experience place, artifacts and activities authentically represent the stories, people of the past and present, including cultural, historic, and natural resources. This is what I have mentioned. Traveling and experiencing way of life of people and their culture. The people in the sense and their culture, way of life in the sense, it includes everything. It may, talk about kingdoms, administrative systems, everything including included in this concept. And it is something new for a tourist or touristic perspective. And heritage tourism product is an activity or a set of activity offered to explore whatever we have mentioned. We need to have certain policies. We need to have certain programs. And we need to have a balanced management system to provide such information. And that we are able to provide under the concept of heritage and sustainable development and cultural tourism. There is no doubt. A tourist demand is a factor. You cannot compare that. My concept is like that, so my colleagues' concept also could be like this. No, I don't think so, because when it comes to leisure, it is our freedom to select. It is our freedom to choose. I may be fond of beaches or natural attractions or deserts or kind of things. Nothing but related to geographical features and its diversity. But another person has focused completely on business tourism. And there are people who are good in exploring resources, culture, values, whatever contributed by our ancestors and whatever we are having today. We'll have to respect them. That is the reason why we have the concept of cultural heritage tourism activity, in order to create an opportunity to get to know whatever we had and whatever we had to have, whatever we have today. That is also important. And there is a meaning of the concept. Activity we are organizing when you are in a destination under the concept of heritage sustainable cultural tourism activity, we are just taking up a sightseeing, exploring the architecture of a particular historical monument or a destination. We may explore museums and exhibits over there, art artifacts, literary remains if at all anything is there, and also collect some unique information regarding that destination. This is what under this concept it is happening. Or at the most, if at all, if I wanted to explore something new, discover something, that option is also available. And along with this concept, people, they enjoy, like, they may go for in between, or while we are taking up this concept, core concept, we may go for shopping, amusement park visit, luxuries, resort stays, all will happen along with that. But the core concept could be to get to know the heritage values, culture, what we had their destination, what we are visiting. And in this concept, we focus historical attractions, monuments, and landmarks, museums, art galleries, and other aspects, of course, festivals, performances, music festivals, or whatever it is. This all will come under this concept. And culturally significant neighborhood or communities also we explore. So there we can, from there we can learn so many things. Nothing but is simply one or two aspects. When you look at it, you will come to know the culinary, Indian culinary and its richness. So when you travel, when you make a travel from the South Kanyakumari to the Kashmir in north, hundreds, thousands of varieties of unique culinaries you can explore. That is part of our culture. This is part of our neighborhood and that particular community's culture and way of life. That is what we provide. Another example is the way we dress up, the dressing style, pattern, and what we had 50 years back, what we have today. That's what cultural tourism, heritage tourism, so we provide, we focus on. And when you look at the market size of heritage tourism worldwide, you can see a huge growth and demand. 20% of tourists there in the world totally involving in cultural heritage tourism activities. Very happy to see that, in fact. 160 million per annum it is happening. I'm talking about before pandemic. 20% of total movement of tourists is exclusively for exploring the cultural value. See, and again, it is not going to stop. It's keep on increasing. It is keep on increasing because we all are curious to know only not only what is there in the future. We are very much anxious to know what happened, what was there, and what was there during our forefathers. So, the concept of cultural tourism, heritage tourism activity, when it comes to demand, it has its own significance. Large number of tourists are opting this concept to get to know the cultural heritage values of world at large, I would say. I think this gives you a general idea about the concept of cultural and heritage tourism activity, and coming videos will give you more inputs regarding the same, there is no doubt. Hope you can uh, get some idea regarding various organizations which are involved in heritage preservation, management, all those things in coming videos. Thank you very much. Thank you.